This is a message to all teenagers. Just because you are old enough to drive does not mean you have to. Enjoy the video.
I can't wait to get a car when I turn 16. Walking is lame. I'm torn between a Prius and a Civic. What should I get, Paul?
I don't think I'm going to get a car. I would rather bike or take public transportation.
What? How dumb is that? A car will get you anywhere faster than a bike will.
That's not necessarily true. When driving downtown at peak hours and finding a parking spot, a 3-mile trip can take significantly less time on a bike.
Yeah, but if it's raining, you can't ride your bike. You're gonna need a car.
There are plenty of ways to stay dry while riding a bike. A rain jacket, rain pants and some cute rain boots are all you need. That stuff doesn't even weigh that much.
Hello class. Today we are going to be speaking about different types of transportation modes. Who can name some different types of transportation?
Well, there are bikes, trains, and cars, just to name a few.
Don't forget walking and flying. My preferred mode is definitely biking though. It keeps me in tip-top shape.
That's exactly right, Alison and Paul. Great answers. Let's go ahead and take a little break.
Well, that was an interesting lecture today. There are several different ways to get places, but I still prefer a car.
Alison made a great point during the lecture. You can substitute your time on the stationary bike at the gym with the real thing. How much do you think this car is gonna cost you?
Well, I don't have to buy it. My parents are gonna get it for me for my birthday, duh.
You know, it's not just the cost of the car, right?
What do you mean?
Car insurance for a 16-year-old is hundreds of dollars per month. There is also gas, registration, and maintenance costs.
I don't know. I don't think it will be that much. How do you know all of this and you don't even have a car?
This is all of the stuff I researched before making my decision not to get a car. There are tons of resources out there that provide very useful information.
Wow. You really thought about this. Where did you go to get started?
I started on a website called Commute Solutions. According to them, driving to or from school will cost almost $3,000 in a year.
Wow. That is so much. I guess I'm gonna have to get an after-school job to cover all the costs. I'm still not convinced though.
Do you honestly think that an after-school job will cover all of your costs? You might make just enough to cover your gas costs.
Well, what about when you want to get out of town and go camping? I am not going to bike there.
That's a great point. I know you can't bike everywhere. There are things like car share programs that will allow you to use a car without the long-term costs of having a car.
Borrowing a car? Who does that? You don't know what the person before you may have done in the car. I really hope you clean it before you get in.
What about public transportation? The light rail and city buses go almost anywhere and they are relatively cheap.
Riding a bike in traffic seems really dangerous. The cars are a lot bigger and faster and I feel like I would be safer in one.
Yeah, you run the risk of getting hit by a car, but the amount of fatalities in a car is 20 times higher than biking. You are more likely to get in an accident in a car.
I really don't want to get stuck behind a big truck and inhale all of the fumes that come out of it.
If you get a car, you will be contributing to those pollutants. Cars produce more air pollution than any single human activity. All the more reason to not get a car.
Well, I have to get going. I have a ton of homework to do. By the way, I really still want a car.
So Kate, did you get your car yet? I'm really excited to see it.
No, I decided against it. Paul really opened my eyes a few months ago. I love my new bike though. Maybe we can for a ride sometime.
That is great. I'm excited to go riding with you.
Well, I'm getting my car next month. I can give you guys rides when you get sick of your bikes and public transportation.
Oh man, here we go again.